Hello and welcome. My name is Ritchie and today I'm going to be providing you with a guide to gems on Crusaders of Light. What I want to start with are the defensive gems. Now, the defensive gems are the blue and green ones. The green is the Jade Stone, which increases your spell defense, and the blue is the River Heartstone, which increases your physical defense. I often get asked which is better to have, spell or physical. Now this entirely depends on what you're doing in the game, but for the sake of keeping it simple, I tend to keep my defences completely even, or at least I try to. So as you can see, I'll just pop these in now, and you can see the spell defense and physical defense, they're both around the same level. I just for simplicity, what's the point? Anyway. We'll move on to the life gems to increase your hit points, which are the Ray Stones. So what these do, as you can see, they'll increase your hit points by the amount that they say. So this one is a level 20 epic, and it increases my life by 150 points. So if we put this into the appropriate slot now, as you can see, my health will increase. So this takes us to what I feel are the most important gems for me, as I'm a DPS ranger. These are the attack gems, or damage gems, I should say. So I've got a small selection here for you to look at, and what I'm going to hopefully do is explain why you should be focusing on level 20 gems rather than level 30 and 40 at the earlier stages of the game. I say earlier, but really right up until you're comfortably into level 45 and even then some. The cost in silver is just so hefty for level 40. I'm going to go into a bit more detail and hopefully you can understand what I mean and why the focus is there. It's also hugely beneficial to your stats as well. So if we look at, where should we start? I think if we start on the level 20, I'm going to take you up through the gems and the rankings after. So if we start with a level 20 Dragon's Eye, this is just a regular gem which increases your damage by 2. Really what we want to be achieving is the rare, moving the damage up to 6, then onto the epic, moving up the damage up to 10, and then after that we'll be wanting to focus on diamonds. So let's first begin with the upgrades. You can polish one of these to increase your damage to 6. Now what you should be doing every day, if you can afford it, is buying out the entire gem stock of the level 20s. So we're going to do that now. I bought one earlier, so there are 79 left. We'll buy them all. And the same with the rare ones, which are level 20 as well. So if we just buy out all of those, now all of those are now gone in the shop. So what we're going to want to do is focus on polishing these, and this would just be a case of coming to the jeweler. It automatically takes you there if you're not already nearby, and as you can see, it just goes through a process of polishing them into the rare gems. But we're going to stop that for a minute and show you what it is to make an epic. So if we just polish one of these now, you can see it's going to pop in, so we have another epic. The main thing you're going to want to focus on is upgrading these to diamonds. So as you can see, it requires 5 epics and 1 gem grinder. You can just pop over to the item mall to get this gem grinder for just under 1 million silver. Now, let's move on to what's important here. As you can see, I've got a level 40 fireworks diamond. Now this cost me just over 52.5 million silver to make when buying the gems from the gem shop. It's not worth it. It's really not. The reason being, as you can see, I've got an accuracy increase of 2.3%. But when I made the gem in the first place, it was only ever going to give me a critical increase or accuracy increase of 0.5 to 2.5%. It says it on the level 20, it's the same for the level 30, and the same for the level 40. The only thing that changes is the damage bonus you get, which in this case, on the level 20 is plus 14. On here, it is plus 24. Now, the difference in silver is that a level 20 diamond is going to cost you only 13 million silver, whereas the level 40 is going to cost you 52.5 million silver. You might be thinking, well, surely it's best to get best in slot. I wouldn't say so at this stage. Now, the reason being, for the cost of getting one of these level 40 fireworks diamonds, you can get 4 of the level 20 ones. Now, that could mean that instead, as you can see here, we've got an accuracy increase of 2.3%, but on the level 20s, at this stage, we could have afforded 4 of them, which would mean an accuracy increase of 4 times 2.3%. Therefore, it would be better to focus on the level 20s and then eventually move on to upgrade to level 40s, as you can do. I can't emphasize enough how important this is to grasp, and if you do have any questions on it after, please do ask me. Now, if you don't get the stat that you want, if you get something that's under 1.1%, what you can do is come to this jeweler here, and you can exchange. So on my level 40, had I got less than 1.1% in the accuracy, because you can get 0.5 and up, then what I would have done is dismantled it and exchanged it here so that I get 1.1% accuracy. So you can never have less than that, because when you dismantle, you get the shards. Now, what I want to do is actually dismantle this diamond. Even though I have a 2.3% accuracy, I want to focus on my critical hit damage because I'm a DPS ranger. I'm going to dismantle this now, like so. And what I've been given is 4 dazzling diamond pieces. Now instead, I'm going to trade with the jeweler and exchange for level 20 diamonds. And I want to get the critical increase. I'm going to buy all of them. And now I have 4. Where are they? Down the bottom. So as you can see, I had an accuracy increase of 2.3%, but now for the same cost, my critical damage increase is going to be 4.4%. So I'm going to throw these into my bow, like so. And then I'm going to scroll down as well and pop them in my quiver. So as you can see, we've now got 4 diamonds at level 20, but with a critical percentage increase of 4.4%. Before that, we had 0% critical increase from the gems. So hopefully, I've explained well enough as to why you need to focus on this. At a later stage, what you can do is dismantle those level 20s and move up to level 30s and then up to level 40s. As you've eventually accumulated more silver, you can afford to do so. And then after that, you're going to want to focus on sparkling diamonds, which are a whole other game in themselves, but you can, by that stage, you're going to understand it well enough to move on anyway. So I think that's about as much rambling as I can go on, as I can afford to do with gems. If you do have any further questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer. There are a few other guides on this. Feel free to have a look around, see what helps you best. All I can say is thank you very much for watching. I will see you in another video. The next video we're going to focus on, I believe, if I go across, I think we'll open 20 Prosperious Gifts to see what we get. Alright, and then after that we'll look at something else. What else have we got? Oh, of course, we are still saving up these Ranger Weapon blueprints. I've got 15 at the moment. I'm going to do a batch of 20. They are quite expensive to buy from the auction house. It does add up quite a lot. But I'm really hoping that we can get a legendary weapon, because then I can go into some really good detail about how to upgrade that and what we need to do. I do have a legendary piece at the moment, but it is just, if I move over the tunic, it's okay, but it's not anywhere near as fun as focusing on a weapon. So we'll do so in another video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again, and goodbye.